Action!
Action!
Well, here we go again.
Okay.
So this is, well, what are we going to call this segment? This is Santa's segment. For his channel, I should say. Yeah.
BS.
BS segment?
Bull session with Santa.
Bullshit. Okay, bull session with Santa. Let's try it. I couldn't help it. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh.
Well, my channel hasn't even heard this yet because I just got this last night. William S. sent me an email. Hi, Michael. I'm going to SEMA in November and will likely see Von Hot Rod as I always do. Do you know who that is?
I've heard of him. I don't know him personally. No.
He is one of the best pinstripers.
Oh, okay. Yes.
In the world.
That guy. Isn't he kind of old?
Yeah.
Like really old?
Older than me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Really old?
Yeah.
Because we're the same age.
He's old school.
People forget this because I can't grow a beard and look old. Santa can grow a beard and look old.
See, you look how you feel. And I look this much, I feel this much older than him.
Oh, sorry. Back to our segment. We digress.
He said, I will likely see Von Hot Rod as I always do. I will have him do your differential cover and a few other items for me. All I got to do is send him a differential cover that'll fit on Caballero. Ooh. See, look him up so you can see his Von Dutch style. He is usually limited on paint, but colors, but orange and green should be available.
Nice.
So I'm going to have him pinstripe the differential cover of El Caballero.
Wow.
I've got the wrecked one out there. I'm probably just going to pull the cover off of it. Whichever one looks the best, I'm going to clean it up.
Because yours had
it's got a bingo in the center. Yeah.
Little dent.
So I want to get that cleaned up, painted up with the base color that I want it, send it to him, and when it gets back, I'm going to clear coat the heck out of it.
Protect it from ever.
Protect it and put it on the car.
Wow.
I mean, just having that little touch of pinstripe from someone like that, wow. I mean,
I can't wait to go look him up, see what his stuff is.
Yeah. Well, let's see, Von Dutch style. I've got the world at my fingertips right here. Von Dutch style. Vin Dutch. Really?
Because you've typed in VIN so many times to look things up.
No, it always, when I hit ZO, it comes up I.
That's because it's an iPhone thing. I have the same issue. I have an iPhone.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my. Look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but oh.
It is awesome. It's got whites, reds. Not just whites and reds,
that's just white and red in that one.
He's doing some stuff on cars. There's one down there.
Yeah.
That's colorful. That is colorful. Looks like an R.
Kenny Howard is the guy's name. I mean, that's a Camaro or a Trans Am.
Yeah, it is. You can't mistake the rear window of a Camaro or Trans Am in the 70s. And like, what, 82, 80?
Yeah. Oh, look at this one.
Oh, on a Chevy truck?
That's a old 50s, early 50s Chevy truck. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I'm already seeing beautiful things coming off of that thing now. Shoot.
I'll have to buy me stainless steel bolts to go around that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know, Amazon. Get everything from Amazon these days.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and go ARP.
Yeah, ARP.
You know, that's what, I want everything ARP on my motor except for the head studs. Because Speedmaster actually rates their head studs at a higher breaking point than
Oh, really?
than
Wow.
ARP, which they can put anything down on paper.
But they probably have something to back it up with, some kind of study. Oh my goodness, that looks like it's on a safe or something.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know how these are coming out on camera.
Let me look on the camera real quick.
I hope you can see them.
Oh, you have to come closer.
Come closer.
Come closer. Oh, there. That's it. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I was blocking the light. There's a little reflection, the small one. But yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, oh
to
my
get
gosh.
a good look at it, go to Von
Dutch style.
Von Dutch style. Von Dutch style.
But yeah, guy sent me his address and everything to.
It's just not guaranteed that.
Okay. Okay. I really hope that is the road that he lives on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it online.
No, we're not.
But let's put it this way: it's very, very apropos. That would be awesome.
I didn't catch that. I was looking at it earlier. It's like, oh my gosh.
But yeah, and I've got another subscriber wanting to order the correct inner tie rods for this.
What's wrong with the ones you got?
The grease zerks are on the back.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And I mean,
it's close, but
well, here's the deal. My last video was the headaches of aftermarket parts.
Right, I saw that. I watched it.
And
I watch every video Santa puts out, and I watch it till the end.
I am so sorry.
Well, I gotta have something to do in my off time. Part of the reason why on my weekends I don't get a lot of video content because I'm watching too many YouTubes.
You're getting ideas.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
But he is, I bought aftermarket parts from Amazon, which made in China. The center link, you saw how far off that thing was bent, and that was causing the grease zerk to be right up against the cross member.
Yes, literally.
Well, I went to O'Reilly's.
It actually scratched it.
Yeah, I went to O'Reilly's and got another cross member or center link, and I was able to put 90-degree grease zerks on it after that. Did you notice that?
Yes.
And there's still room clearance. But guess where the one from O'Reilly's was made?
China.
And
why do we not make things in USA anymore?
Because it's cheaper to pay the child labor and the slave labor in China to make our parts. Because, I mean, there are places here in the U.S. that make them. Now, I could have gotten a made in U.S. Pro-forged center link. It would have cost me $180 compared to $60. Now, I'm on a budget. I am literally on
we call that a shoestring budget.
Well,
when you can't afford the shoestrings.
Oh.
That's what that is.
Well, I'm literally on a Social Security budget.
Mm-hmm.
What I put into this car, I make by buying and selling parts, and just what I can scrape through, to do.
And some of your Santa money goes to it too.
And some of my Santa money goes to it. And God bless people like Jason S. and Lawrence, and I mean everybody else who sent me things. They are the reason this car is going to
look as good as it's going to
be what it's going to be. I mean, this car isn't only going to look, it's going to run, it's going to handle, it's going to be comfortable. I mean, it's going to have air conditioning. It's got full electric seats on both sides.
Nice seats too.
Yeah. And it's going to be leather wrapped.
I think they've been on your channel at some point.
Oh yeah,
long time ago.
Way back. Back when I first started on this.
Has it been 3 years now?
No, just two.
Just two?
See, I started on this 4 or 5 months into my YouTube journey, and I talked Randy into letting me do the roof clip. Well, that took me
Which
about
he helped with.
which
Yeah,
he helped
yeah.
with, and that took about 3 months to get that done.
That little sequence.
Yeah. Then he took it to.
You mean putting a rooftop on doesn't happen in one video? I wish.
Yeah. If you're on overhauling, it'll happen in one video. But he took it to the paint shop that was supposed to be doing a collaboration with him, and it's set for 6 months.
I remember that.
And then he shows up out here one night while I'm out here working. He says, "You want a car?"
Drove it over, didn't he?
No, he pulled it on the trailer.
Oh, he did pull on. I thought
He picked it up.
It was drivable back then.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was very much drivable.
Well, when I pulled it into that spot right there before I took the body off, I drove it in.
Well, I'm just letting the ones that haven't watched your full video on this yet over
Right.
the last 2 years.
Well, they need to get on there and watch it.
They do. The more you watch, the more the channel can generate money for Santa to do more things.
And the more you see what I do, the more you're going to be scratching your head going, "What the?"
I'm kind of a jack of all trades myself and a master of none.
Yeah.
And I've seen you do things since I've known you now that I would have never thought that a human being could do with a vehicle and building things just so effortlessly the way you do.
I have always, some would call it a gift, I call it a curse. But say you was wanting something built, and you sit here and describe what you want and what you want it to do. By the time you're done talking, I have it built in my head. But where the curse part comes in is once I get to thinking about it, I got to do it. And if I don't do it sometime in my life, it's going to drive me crazy. I've got several things that I've got in my head that I'm just like, I got to do that. I just got to.
Well, that's kind of why we moved the truck today, because you had that in your head.
Yeah.
So we moved the truck so they.
Well, I've got a timeline for this. I've got a timeline for that, and eventually, I'm going to get. It's going to get cool enough, and I'm going to get healthy enough that we can get things done.
Yeah, I'm thinking like January 27th, or excuse me, December 27th.
December 27th.
Yeah. Why did I say that? Because Santa time comes up, and he has no time to do this.
Well, I'm
very little anyway.
I'm trying to schedule it during October, November. Yes, I start Santa in October. I'm just doing it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I've got middle of the week to work. But she wants to do her sessions on the weekend, which
Perfect.
doesn't help you any.
No, but I've got quite a bit of vacation I can use.
There we go.
So if he needs some help, I'll be available.
And, by the time I get there, I hope, please Lord, I've got that motor and transmission in that frame, that body back down. I've got it running. It may not.
One sec. Never fails. That was loud. I apologize. I should have grabbed this off real quick. There we go. Okay, it won't come back.
It may not be moving, but then, but I can start on the body work.
And as good as it looks, it does need some body work.
It will. I mean, it was in a storm. I mean, we really think it was in a tornado because of the damage that was done on the passenger side.
Yeah.
The roof was caved in probably 6 inches right above the door.
Which is not the only reason you had to put a roof on it.
Oh, no.
There's more to that. And you really should go watch that video
of
that roof and why he really had to change that roof. The dent could have been fixed. However, the windshield would have never sealed.
No.
Had he even got to it.
And had Randy done what he wanted to do, I would have cried. he was wanting to take JB Weld and fill all that in. And I'm like, no, Randy.
It was way too far gone for that.
I said,
way too far
you've
gone.
got a parts car. Please let me put that roof on. And he did. And, you know, I did it for the...
And we keep looking over there because we're looking at the vehicle. So.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it thinking. I'm always thinking.
Yeah, we should have, you know, videoed the talk we had while we were standing there in the vehicle too, because there was a lot of interesting things of it you're going to do with it inside.
Oh yeah, but
So,
you know, I want all that.
Goes along with all the thinking you're doing all the time on these things, all these
Right.
projects. They don't just sit here and never get done. Santa does the projects as he can, for one, and a lot of times it's the heat is just a killer.
Oh, the heat.
Yeah,
The heat has been horrible.
So the one way we can get that better is if you guys out there go to Santa's videos, like them, let them play through. I don't care if you watch them or not, but let them play through. I'd really like them to watch them because it's really interesting.
Oh yeah.
And then subscribe, send it to all your friends. Tell them, hey, like, share, subscribe to it, just like we're telling you now. Like, share, subscribe, send it out there, let it play through. The more they play, the more hours he builds up, the more interaction you have with the videos, the better the algorithm gets for him to make money so we can do things to the shop.
Comments.
Yes, comments.
Comments.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you hit the dislike button, that helps the video.
Yes.
That shows that there's engagement to it.
Yeah. They don't care whether you hit dislike or like as far as YouTube's concerned. They're just looking at the engagement of the video.
If somebody is watching it enough to hit a like or dislike button, this video is getting watched. Mm-hmm. So YouTube is all about the commercials. That's how they get their revenue.
And I got to say, your last video, they did a great job of putting it in the right spot.
Did they?
Yes, because you finished something and then the commercial came on and then you started something when it came back.
Well, see, you can go in and have ads placed automatically. Mm-hmm. It takes about 2 hours. And what they do, they go in with natural breakpoints.
Yes.
Well, I made that mistake on a video that we did not too long ago. There was only one breakpoint in the whole 20-minute video. And they only put one ad in. I didn't make a whole lot off of that video.
Oops. So it's nice when they do it good.
Right.
But in my case, I don't have enough subscribers yet to even worry about getting monetized, so it doesn't matter in my case yet. I'm hoping that soon because I got to get that 1,000 first.
Yep.
I mean, I'm 348.
Didn't they change it to 500?
No, it's still 1,000.
It's still 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
still 1,000, which is, you know, it's okay. I'll get there.
But you got to have the 4,000 view hours too.
Right. And so if you're like me, short videos, not a lot. It's going to take everybody watching to get to those view hours. I don't remember where I'm at, honestly, on view hours. I forgot to look before I came today. But, you know, my videos get watched. Nothing like some of the other subscribers that I watch of. And I know Randy's a subscriber, and I know Santa's a subscriber, and I'm sure some of you guys that are watching this now, because I'm going to let Santa use some of this footage as well so that he can put it on his channel.
See, I've got 4.1 thousand in the last 28 days.
Oh,
view hours.
Wow.
I'm up 500 subscribers in the past 28 days too.
So one of the things, and we're looking at his stats right now, he needs 14 more subscribers to hit 24,000. So
just 14.
14, guys. You can do this. Get him up to 24,000. So, I mean, a lot of people say, let's get the subscribers up. But there's a lot more to it than that, obviously.
Yep.
And we're discussing that now. And that's one of the things that we want to do is to get both of our subscribers up. I'm trying to help Santa by putting it out on my videos as well, so that anytime that you guys share it and people actually maybe watch it. I don't know if I'm that entertaining or not, but...
Well, I'm very hesitant to say anything, but I think it's going to become time where I need to ask for help. I have someone, and I'm not going to mention their name until
they give you permission.
They give me permission. who has offered to insulate and air condition the shop if I can get enough subscribers to pay for the electric bill to run it.
And it's like I mentioned out there as well, the electric bill. This is a huge shop,
Yeah.
so it's not going to be a $200-300 a month electric bill.
No, it's going to be close to 1,000.
It's going to be expensive. You got the 220s. You got any 440 in here?
No, just 220.
So 220. Just dual or single phase?
Single phase.
Single phase. So it's all single phase, which doesn't really help the bill because that makes it go up faster.
Right.
So, but that's more
Yeah,
technical knowledge that I know about.
We tried to get 3-phase when Dad built this place, but the rural electric just wouldn't do it.
Well, it's back in the day where they didn't have the grid as well as it is now, and it's not that well now. As
Are you kidding? I think it's
how
gotten
many times
worse.
you lose power in the last couple of months. I know we're just bantering here and kind of talking it out, but we're trying to also keep it interesting and make sure that you guys understand it. We're not doing this just to do this. This Santa needs it more than I do as far as that goes. As far as the help goes,
we all need it.
We all need it in this day and age. How things are going, and I don't care what your political views are.
We're beyond help.
Yeah.
Mental. So, but no, Delbert, I thank you so much for the help you've given me. I mean, it's you don't understand.
Oh, my wife thanks you for taking me.
Are you saying one of these weekends I'm going to get a call from her going, "You need Delbert down there, don't you?"
It's a possibility.
Oh my!
I go stir crazy at my house. I rent, so I can't really do any work on the house. I have done some things, but it benefited me as well. Like the shelving unit I put in there for the pantry. When I moved in, the pantry shelving unit was just sagging everywhere. They used that particle board, and over the years, it just, even though it was 3/4 inch, it was still sagging.
You put weight on that and a little bit of moisture, and that stuff just goes.
So I put some 3/4 inch ply in there. I actually bought a piece of oak ply.
Oh,
so the top looks really nice. I still got to finish the edge, but I'll work on that. I don't want to put too much money in a place I don't own. Yeah, although I feel like I do since I've been there 5 years ago. But I'm on my 5th year anniversary. August. I mean, it's September now, so it was actually August. Just about 6-7 days ago we moved in there.
Oh wow!
So been here since 2019.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, me. I'm glad I met Santa. It's one of the best people to meet you ever did. You know, if you ever go to swap meetings, I'm sure you're gonna do another swap meeting.
Oh yeah.
Sometime. I'm gonna go with you this time. I'll make sure of that.
We was gonna do the one this year, but that's the weekend she wants to start Santa.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
No time for that then.
No.
But the swap meets help because then Santa sometimes gets things swapped, and he gets what he needs, and sometimes they buy stuff from him, and that helps him do stuff to the.
Yeah, you ought to see our parts pile out here to go for next year.
Oh, I kind of see a little bit of it. It's an organized chaos.
That's a good term.
Yeah, good organized chaos.
What's sad is I know where everything is.
Well, you know, I see that. I'm the same way. Or in my case, sometimes I'll forget where it's at, but I know I got one. And it's somewhere in this garage is what I tell myself.
Yep.
And if I just look hard enough, and that's what I was doing this weekend, just looking to see what I had. Because I don't do anything in my garage. I have all this stuff that I used to do and all that stuff. And what a lot of people don't know is back in the 80s, when I first experienced a friend of mine who is still a friend of mine, I know, right? Somebody stays friends with you that long. Yeah,
it's something.
And he still does the work. He actually does it for a living. He was doing it for a living back then when I met him. We're the same age as well. And so he's a little different kind of character. Nothing like Santa. But as far as the character is concerned, but as far as the work, the dude can do some crazy stuff too on cars.
Yeah.
His first car was a 53 5 window Chevy that he built
Oh,
in his dad's garage in Arkansas. He used to live in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
I've got one of those sitting out here under the
I
shed.
know. That's why I said I know. We're gonna get one of those done someday too.
Well, as soon as that is done, we're going to pull the Camaro in and we're going to do a quick build on that. I'm not going to get persnickety like I was with this.
This
Where
is gonna be pristine.
this was going to be, well, they say artists have use a canvas. That's my canvas.
I agree.
This is my showpiece. The Camaro was going to be a go fast. It's going to look good go fast, but we're going to build that just as a fun car. And then we get the 53 in, and it's going to be as pristine as this one, but it's going to be a work truck because it's going to haul me to all my Santa gigs.
Oh, that's right. The sleigh, the Santa sleigh. We talked about this a couple years back.
No. Now the Santa sleigh is another idea that I have. Oh, did I tell you I've got somebody giving me one?
A Santa sleigh?
No, an actual sleigh.
Well, that's what I mean. A
Yeah.
sleigh. Yeah, Santa's sleigh.
And I'm wanting to do something special with that.
Ooh.
But it's an actual 1800s.
Oh,
sleigh.
Original.
Yeah. And it's been sitting outside for years.
Oh, man. That's
So,
sad too to see him sitting
yeah.
outside.
So depending upon how bad it is going to tell me exactly what I'm going to do. I'm either going to restore it back to its original condition and turn around and probably trade it for what I'm looking for, or it's going to be, let's just say you'll see it in a parade someday.
Oh, a parade vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. A parade sleigh.
Yep. A very loud parade sleigh.
I can only imagine in my wee little head what music will be playing coming out of it.
I Am Santa Claus by Bob Rivers.
That's where my head was going. Santa Claus music.
Well,
period.
okay. I will give them a hint. You know a big block Chevy.
Yeah.
You know how wide the valve covers are.
Very, very shy.
Very wide. Imagine one polished aluminum with the names of the reindeers carved over every cylinder.
Eight tiny reindeer. They ain't gonna be so tiny though.
So here's my horsepower. My
so
reindeer.
Is it gonna be a Buick or an Olds block?
Chevy 454.
You're gonna go Chevy, okay.
Chevy 454.
Well, Buick makes a 455.
Yeah, but they're
Oldsmobile is the Rocket, or
yeah,
Olds Rocket.
Yeah, but their valve covers are funky.
Yeah.
I want the big, wide, meaty looking things.
Well, you could just do a Hemi. They're really wide. The old Hemi.
Well, then I'd have to tag the plug wires as they go in.
True.
But that would look pretty cool, flapping in the breeze.
Remove before flight style tags.
There you go.
Yeah. I know you guys have seen those for key rings. That's what we're looking at. Yeah. My wife actually has one.
Air Force.
Sorry, can't change it. It's what I did.
Yeah, and we appreciate you.
Made a living. Made me a living, and I'm still making it. Still doing civilian service. So if I could, I'd retire now, but then I could be here all the time.
Oh, yeah. You'll get there soon.
Santa'd be so sick of me after about 2 weeks.
Forget that.
I'm kidding.
Maybe you can get down here in one of these days when I'm feeling like just, firing through stuff. Oh, this heat has got me knocked in the head.
Oh, it's I didn't think it was going to be. It's really, the clouds are up,
yeah,
which is helping because we're not in a furnace today.
It's humid, though.
But it's very humid, yeah. We have a fan blowing behind you. I'm sure you can't hear it, but you might hear the hum. I don't know.
Yeah.
We do have a fan blowing on us, which is why we're still able to sit here and talk after.
You get pretty used to it in my videos. except when I'm standing right in front of it, and all you hear is,
So here's a question that we're going to ask
what's
the
that?
viewers. If this is something you'd like to see on maybe a weekly or maybe every 2 weeks or something like maybe every 2 weeks to start, because we can't always be out here, and especially with Santa coming up, we might have to do it on a Friday night or something.
Right.
We'll talk about that off camera and kind of see if we can make some ideas work and see if that's something you guys like. If you do, comment, tell us what you like,
and send us ideas. Send us ideas of what you'd like for us to discuss. You know, if you're having a mechanical problem,
Oh yeah, definitely.
send us a deal. I will research it if I don't know it, and
He'll probably know it though.
we'll discuss it. I don't know. This newer stuff has me scratching my head.
It does, but then when you start thinking about it, it's like, and it usually is a sensor or a wire from a sensor. Oxygen sensors are the biggest. There's
oxygen sensors are, and I can tell you a way to bypass those too, but
we don't recommend it, but you can do it.
Yeah. There's a way you can trick
the
computer into thinking that you have.
It's kind of similar to the way that they do for the diesels in the getting rid of the DEF system. DEF, it's a thing. It's going to be here forever.
And that's what just absolutely blows my mind. You're taking a carcinogenic
substance, chemical,
mixing it with other carcinogenic chemicals, and burning it at a very high temperature, which takes extreme energy to do. How is that saving the environment?
Because it's burning it off. There's no emissions from it. That's what they're saying. I don't know that for a fact. That's just what they're saying. There's a lot more that goes into that because, you know, especially on the older vehicles that when they first came out with DEF, they had to, you'd have to run the vehicle. Just let it sit there and idle.
Right.
Well, then they made it so, well, you have to drive the vehicle for so many miles.
Mm-hmm.
That was our 2011 Ford F350 that we had at work.
Right.
Okay. It was a dually, 4-door, the whole nine. It was a nice truck. We loved it. But we did have to do that every once in a while. We'd have to let it sit there and idle in the shop for 45 minutes until it said, okay, you can drive the vehicle now. Yeah. And if you didn't do that, you wouldn't be able to go over 10 mile an hour.
Our little John Deere tractor out here, a little small thing. I mean, the turbo on this thing is this big around. I mean, tiny. And every so often we have to wrap it up to 2,000 RPM and let it sit for 45 minutes.
Because of that DEF.
Yeah, but see, it doesn't take DEF fluid.
Oh, you still have to do that? It doesn't even take
yes.
DEF. Okay.
It's got the canister that collects the soot, and then particulates, and then burns it off. I cannot wrap my head around how idling up an engine and having it run for 45 minutes
is good for the environment.
Is better for the environment than my 2004 Dodge pickup.
Yeah. Pre-DEF
did not smoke. I would put my foot down and it would just take off and fly, but it would not smoke because it was tuned correctly. These diesel pickups that you see, you know, rolling coal, what that is their injectors are too big for what that engine can burn. And that is just raw fuel being pumped out the back.
Yep.
So you can tune a diesel engine to perform better than what it was originally intended to, not smoke,
or very little
smoke. And well, I took it to Tennessee one time and got 26.9 miles to the gallon.
I don't get that unless I get more than that on the highway with my little 3-cylinder.
Yeah, but I mean,
what's he got that's got a 3-cylinder?
It's a Geo Metro.
It's better than a Geo Metro, but you know.
But I mean, the thing about it is, if you wanted to hook a trailer house behind that thing and pull it,
it'd do it.
You could.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be coming to the channel soon too, because I've got to get that fixed.
Yeah, you need that truck.
Yeah, I miss that truck a lot.
Well, it's still there.
Well, yeah, but it
You get to
makes
see
me
it every
sad.
time you come over to the shop.
It makes me sad every time I see it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we could continue talking, but I think we're kind of long on video. So let's
Yeah.
let's close this one out. Again, you guys, tell us what you think. Don't hold back. You know, don't curse. There's no reason for that.
Be on the naughty list.
Don't want
Now,
that naughty list.
Santa, unfortunately, I can no longer give out coal because of the EPA.
Oh yeah,
But the reindeer are contributing
in their own way.
in their own way. Yep. In excess.
Don't we have to go clean that?
That's what the elves are for.
Thank goodness for the elves. I always hated to have to go out there and clean the stalls. Nice stalls, though, they got.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, cushy.
All right. With that said, Santa, always a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back again. Until next time. Everything's changed. Everything changes 23. I can't even think of my own stuff. And Santa's Workshop, we'll see you next time.